Now, please help me welcome Phyllis G.
The objective is to inspire the audience.
Sure.
In 8 to 10 minutes. To inspire the audience by appealing to noble motives and challenging the audience to achieve a higher level of beliefs of achievement. Appeal to the audience's needs and emotions using stories, anecdotes, and quotes to add drama. Avoid using notes. Time 8 to 10 minutes.
All right, please help me welcome Phyllis G.
How many people in this room have had regrets? Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about the things that you didn't say, or the things that you didn't do, but also the things that you did do that you wish you hadn't, or that you did say that you wish you hadn't. How many people have regrets? That's sort of what I thought. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, we all have regrets. Why do we have regrets? Because we waited. Because we didn't do what we did do. Now, some of those regrets you can never go back to. I can never go to my senior prom. But I can go to every reunion that we have, and I have a wonderful time. I found out that a lot of the people who didn't talk to me didn't talk to me because I didn't talk to them. Introvert. How many of us are either introverts or have introvert tendencies?
Sweet.
So there we are. So I didn't talk to them, they didn't talk to me, I didn't go to my senior prom. What about the boy who during my teenage years I wanted to date? He never asked me out, so guess what? We never went out. I was with him in church and Sunday school and all that. He drove me to college for 2 years. Every day, back and forth, from Passaic to East Orange. Never went out with him. Why? Because I waited. But that regret was resolved because of him. Before we graduated from college, he and I sat together one day, and he said to me, "You don't date your sister." And he had realized years before that he felt like I was his sister. And I realized, you know what? He was right. So that's not a regret anymore. And what about the boy that you've heard about, John? The first one who I danced with, the first boy who kissed me, the boy who held my hand going through the snake house at the zoo. We were 8. Well, we grew apart by the time we were in high school. But we've both gone to several of the reunions. And we've seen each other at the school board offices, at a park. And every time we see each other, there's always at least a hug. He's married, and I'm married, 2 different people. Well, we were at the reunion together about a month ago. And I had the occasion to be with him alone in a corner. And I finally decided, I'm going to say it. Did you know how much I wanted you back then? Took one look at me, looked away, and said, I know. And then he bought me a drink. Those 2 words. I know. There's no longer any regret. Because he knows, and I know. Why did it take 50 years from our high school graduation to save us? Now you're wondering why now I decided to say this to you. There's another thing that can separate people on a much more permanent basis, and that's death. Have you ever wanted to do something with someone? Or say something to someone, and you don't do it, and then they die? I think almost everybody knows that Martin Klepak committed suicide in September 2013. I wish Maureen were in the room, because this would be confirming something that she talked about a couple of weeks ago. Whether you believed her or not, that there are ghosts. If you want to call them ghosts, call them ghosts. But sometimes people leave parts of themselves here, or keep parts of themselves here for one reason or another. They have an electromagnetic signature usually. You can call it their soul, call it whatever you want. Martin Klepak is still in the veil. Ashley knows it, because she talks to him, and he talks back. Not in words, in thoughts, the same way she talks to me. Now, Edward can see him sometimes. We don't. But I've had the opportunity to say when all the introverted shield is let down, that I cared about him, and that I still do. And he's told me that he cared about me too. And we realized there were so many missed opportunities. Because we didn't say, you're like a son to me. You're like a daughter to me. Because I didn't say to Martin, I want you here because I want you here. Yeah, sure, Tom Jenkins would be nice to have here, but I want you. He never said to me, come down to Bayonne to the Hudson Club because I want you to come to the Hudson Club. He had Ann got down there, but for whatever reason, it never got through to me. But I know now. But you may not have that opportunity to have someone still be around after they've died. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to do something, you want to go to the reunion, you can't go to your senior prom. Nobody's that young in this room. Do you want to say, I care about you? You mean something special to me? Say it. Say it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Don't let your introversion or your reticence, for whatever reason, to hold you back. Certainly Patrick Henry did. That's why we're a free and independent country.